Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. This video will be a review for Pennyworth #1, published by DC Comics. This is written by Scott Bryan Wilson, art by Juan Gedeon, colors by John Rauch, letters by DC Hopkins, and a beautiful cover by Jorge Fornes. Um, so, if you haven't kept up with the TV shows, DC actually made a TV show called Pennyworth. I believe it aired on Epix, but I think it's available now on some of the other streaming services or even maybe HBO Max. So this comic book is a 7-issue miniseries spanning the years between the TV show and then the current times. So Pennyworth continues to tell the adventures of Alfred Pennyworth as an MI6 counterintelligence agent in the Cold War era Soviet Russia. The issue begins one of those adventures where he is sent far to the north, the Arctic Circle, with a fellow agent, and he's charged with investigating a secret Russian facility. But that isn't the only place where he will find trouble, for both his childhood and present self are in danger. So this storyline takes place between a few different places. It spans a few different timelines, like the summary above, like the summary I just did. But the really cool thing is that it takes place in we see the storyline that's going on right now. We get flashbacks of Alfred's childhood, and then we also get to see current time Alfred. Now, one thing I do want to notice here. Let me pull up a panel. So this is what Alfred looked like as a young man in the MI6. There's a lot of narration here, and I imagine this is all based on the style of the comic. I mean, on the TV show. As you can see here, we even have little notes where it's telling you what Alfred's doing as an MI6 agent to kind of be like. So normally in comics we say show don't tell, but I think in this case, and I haven't watched the TV show, but I have a feeling that in the TV show, there's probably a lot of narration going on. Like Alfred narrates a lot of what's going on, even though the things are happening on screen. And I also think that the TV show may have a way of pointing out these little details that we may miss, like Alfred's covering his blind spot by looking at the reflection or something. There's those things are spread out all throughout the book. So actually, because I believe it's a stylistic choice, I was not really bothered by it. It actually enhances the book. Anything, it does make it feel more like I'm following a drama on a TV show. So here, let's go on to a next panel. Like I mentioned, we have 3 different timelines. Here we see a young Alfred Pennyworth. I think this is Morse code as well in the titles. I believe it's Morse code, which is kind of a nice touch. And then we have once again we have the little dialogue bubbles pointing out to like it feels kind of like editor's notes almost, like Alfred's editing his own book. And then, like I said, we have the narration, but it doesn't detract from the art in this case. I believe that stuff, as long as it's being used correctly, as long as it doesn't detract from the book, I believe it's being used correctly. So I'll bring up one more art panel here. Here's the current times where we have him on a mission in Russia, and I have a feeling that the show is a little cheeky and like there's some fun to, like, it's a fun spy drama, not so much like a super serious drama, just based on the tone of this book. And this book really, what it's doing is also making me want to go check out the show. So I might end up doing that. So we'll see. But yeah, like I mentioned, look, we have once again Alfred. It's like we have his narration and then we have his notes, and then like just Alfred really fully immersing you as the narrator into the book, which I think it really works for this comic. The last panel I have to show is we have here Alfred in the current times. First of all, it's really nice to see, even if he's tied up and bloody, it's really nice to see Alfred, because Alfred currently in the comics, he's not alive, right? He's not around, and we haven't seen him really since Tom King's Batman. He's definitely missed. So So now that being said, going back to the story here, um, like it, all three stories are very interesting. I want to know more about Alfred's childhood. I want to know more about this mission in Russia, and I want to know what's going on with current time Alfred, who's stuck in this precarious position, right? So yeah, so I'm very excited. There's a lot of mysteries, a lot of surprises coming, I'm sure. This is just issue 1 of a 7-issue miniseries, so I can't wait. I hope Fornes stays on the covers. I really, really, really dug the cover. It's great. Like, it just makes it feel very James Bond. But yeah, it's a beautiful cover. I love Jorge Fornes' art, and I'll take it wherever I can get it. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this comic. I definitely enjoyed it. 2 thumbs up for sure. Go get it. Go pick it up. I think miniseries like this are easy to jump into, and they don't require a lot out of the reader, because it's an entryway enough for you to just jump into it without any previous knowledge. If you watch the show, you probably get a little bit more out of it, which is what's kind of making me want to go watch the show. But it's also not a big commitment because it's only 7 issues, right? Or eventually just one collection. So very nice standalone Alfred story. But let me know what you thought of the book if you read it. Let me know what other reviews you would like us to do. Go check out the channel. We have reviews for Batman 89. We should have reviews for Ordinary Gods, an Image Comics book. We have other videos on trailers and stuff that have come out this week. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we go live. The last live we did a Suicide Squad movie review, just a full discussion with the full panel of everyone on the podcast. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Check out our Patreon link below. We don't have any tiers or anything. It's just kind of a tip jar situation. But if you are a patron every month, we do pick one patron at random to send them a bag of goodies. And then the more patrons we have, we'll do more things, a month. So yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care. Bye-bye.